I'm Sue Oakes, and this is a second-year writing class at The Ohio State University at Marion. It's taught for the engineering students and other technically minded folks. We're looking at experiences with technology, but also social history, and that's why we're in this museum, because the objects here are so rich. You'll find out experiences with technology. Is it innovative? Is it the latest, greatest? Is it a necessity? Is it a luxury? Who cared enough about it to repair it? Who cared enough about it to save it? When did it finally stop being used? What technology succeeded it? Now obviously in a second-year writing class we have to write, but we have to things to write about. And for technologically minded students, a class where you write about tech is a no-brainer. You don't have to be a rocket scientist or a brain surgeon to know that this is a great way to get people thinking. Now that same close looking, we just spent 10 minutes discussing a 200-year-old, well, almost 200-year-old sausage press. And that sausage stuffer, sausage grinder, has evidence of 4 different generations of people working on it, repairing it, keeping it working. It has technology of wood and technology of metal and technology of physics and coefficients of expansion and contraction. And you say, how can I tell that from a piece of machinery? But when I teach close looking, which is like close reading, I'm teaching analytical skills for our students. That's why we're here.
Her students are looking at industrial items, things that were made by hand, and wanting to know the story behind them, looking at how they were made, how they were used, how the common person, how their lives were affected or helped by these items. And it's really quite fun because these students get to look at one specific item. I've worked here for several years, and they pick out one particular item and focus on it. Well, I give a tour of the whole place and not focus on one item, and it's really fun. These kids will come back and be so enthusiastic about this one particular item and tell why it was made, what it was used for, and what companies built it, the modifications it had over the decades, if it's still in use today, if it has a modern counterpart. It's really quite interesting. So.